Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction, back at it with another Jujutsu Kaisen leaks and spoilers. We got the chapter 253. Leaks and spoilers are out, and this chapter is interesting. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video. We're on the road to 5K, and if you want to see the actual leaks, I will have the link in the description by its Gojover on Twitter. But it starts off with the editor's comments. We asked the strong ones, who is the strong one? The narrator, who's the strongest first grade sorcerer? May says what? Kusakabe? Nanami, it depends on the situation, but it's probably Kusakabe-san. No, that's only my opinion though. Gojo, isn't it probably Kusakabe-san? But it'll probably be a different story if we add in the three big clans. Kusakabe, someone other than me or Usami. And we get this really dope panel of freaking Maki and Sukuna going at it. These panels are crazy. We're talking about hand-to-hand combat, slicing buildings. It is insane and brutal. It is freaking brutal, man. We get finally on page 8. He didn't have the curse tool from before, and that was from Sukuna, because Ino pops up, and it is crazy because Ino pops up, Sukuna goes, hits him with a heavy freaking kick, and then we see a shadow, and then we see it's Kusakabe. Sukuna's just like, he didn't have the curse tool from before, question mark, and we see Sukuna hit Kusakabe. Now, what's interesting about this is, you know what I realized? We don't really know much about Kusakabe except the fact that he's never really trying to fight, and that he was glazing the best out of Gojo during the Sukuna and Gojo fight. But what if Kusakabe is like, the fact that all Meimei, Nanami, and Gojo were all saying that Kusakabe was the strongest, and we just seen Yuta and all these people go at it, and throughout the entire series we really haven't seen Kusakabe go all out. So this is a treat. The interaction between Sukuna and Kusakabe is interesting because Kusakabe is just like, he already knew from that attack he was going to try to do, and then boom, Maki comes back into the freaking fray, and we're seeing all of these different attacks that are coming through, and Maki notices something. She's like, even if Yuta survives, if this fight stretches out any longer, we'll have newer problems. And then Maki says, we'll push through. And the narrator says, after Gojo Satoru's death, Kasumo Hajime, Higuruma Hiranami, and Akatsu Yuta entertained Sukuna with each of their gem-like talents in Jujutsu. But the narrator goes on to say, but the one who Sukuna desired the most was Zenin Maki, the one who threw away Jujutsu with her heavily restriction. And we're seeing, boom, Maki do this freaking kick with these buildings, but of course Sukuna's blocking it. And on the next page, page 13, the King of Curses was excited by this reality. And we see Sukuna face freaking upon Maki, launch her, and on page 14 it says, Sukuna says she's not like the half-assed brat. She truly shaved off everything, true nothingness. And it's crazy because Sukuna like slices part of Maki's face. Like I said, this fight is brutal. And then Sukuna's just all like, Jujutsu is just merely the skin and meat. And he goes on to say, and that the body of yours is the true bone and essence And he says, "Do you understand your existence alone defies jujitsu?" And then um it goes on to say, Sukuna's like, "The fight will be determined which is more worthy to polish jujitsu or the physical body." Maki is just like, he's suspended healing himself using RCT. And Sukuna says, "It's the first time that someone has bared the duty on me." And this mother flipper, oh my goodness. Sukuna hits the first black flash that we've ever seen him do in this series on Makian. Oh my goodness. It's brutal. And then Kusakabe standing up, and yo, Sukuna with just his shadow, just it looks crazy. And I don't know what that is as far as on his arm, or if that's on the building, or maybe he's healing his arm, or maybe that's the blood from Maki. But according to Go Jover, Maki isn't dead, you know. At page 18, Kusakabe's like, "What? Are you kidding me? Am I actually the last one standing? Where's Itadori Choso? Well, maybe probably won't come out. Shit. If there was zero chance of victory, I could have retreated already. I've come this far already. I kind of have to fight him, right?" Oh man. And he's like, "Am I really gonna do it? Me kill Sukuna?" Editor's comment, "What, for real?" And then there's a break next week. Yo, this chapter was insane. Pretty much the top things that was going on was this whole thing with Kusakabe, and the fact that we got a flashback. I don't know, Kusakabe might get burked. He might put up a really dope fight, but he might not. But then again, we got this flashback, and it's not like a flashback of his earlier time, but I'm curious to see how he got to where he is. I think we're definitely going to be getting that if this is his time to shine. So everybody's pretty much going to get healed up, I believe. I don't think Yuta's dead. We already know Yuji's not dead. Maki just got hit by a freaking Sukuna Black Flash. That is wild. That is why. And I was sitting up there theorizing. I'm just like, it's coming. Like, Sukuna is going to hit a Black Flash, and he does. And honestly, I cannot wait to see this joint animated, because oh my goodness, that's probably gonna break the damn internet. Oh my goodness. And that was the other thing, the Black Flash. And the we get a break next week, man. Why? Hey, man, this whew, I know Gege's cooking. I don't know what he's cooking, but we got people off the battlefield, and it's just Kusakabe right now. So they have planned all this stuff out to a T for these just in case scenarios. And I'm curious to see how this plays out. Everybody coming back into the fray, and then we still got Hikari versus Uriami. So I'm like, yo, what is about to go on? But if I were to just make a guesstimation of what's about to go on, we still have to think about the fact that, you know, we haven't quite given up on Megami, but it is looking quite dim. So there's that going on. But we also have to take into consideration what Maki said. If this continues, we're gonna have new problems. He's also is able to start the merger, and Yuji, I don't know if he's gonna get a domain expansion in the series, but I think he probably will. And it's interesting that the first thing we pretty much see from Sukuna, in a sense, it was the Cleveland dismantle, but we got his domain expansion really, really early, and then we got his Black Flash really, really late. So it'll be interesting to see if we see Yuji get his Black Flash and understand that really, really early, and then we finally get a domain expansion. There's still players after getting healed should be good to go. I just don't know how it's gonna play out. I don't think Gojo's gone. I think we're about to see where everybody's being taken, and we're probably about to see either a bunch of dead bodies or something crazy about to go on because there's some theories about Yuta possibly getting Gojo's eyes, Gojo possibly doing a Biden vow or something that makes him have to get rid of one of his eyes or both of his eyes in order to heal himself and come back. Like, there's so much stuff going on, and Sukuna is just going on a murdering spree. And I'm just like, how is this going to play out? But let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction. Back at it with another video. And if you want something new to read, I have comics on my website that I've created, the most random manga ever, as well as a new one that I've just created called Eclipse City, which I did with AI in 24 hours. So I have the link to that in the description, and as well as my music Tame Chaos, my album, and my other book, my novel Ideas of Illusion, all that and more in the description. It's Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction, back at it with another leaks and spoiler videos. Y'all have a good one. Peace.